just started recording. Like, are we being serious? Not the best start to the day. I wanted to get Chick-fil-A. And so that was my plan. And I was planning on that. Because I want to get it done. Because I've been saying I would do it forever. But it's fucking Sunday. I feel like this is like the third time I've said that I wanted to get Chick-fil-A and then I couldn't because it's a Sunday. I feel like I've already been through this. I decided to get some Little Caesars because it's close by, and I felt like getting a nice pizza that I could have some leftovers would be nice because I ruined my leftovers from my last pizza that I had. I got my favorite, well, I guess technically this isn't my favorite pizza. One of my favorite pizzas ever is the stuffed pretzel crust with the cheese sauce and the pepperoni from Little Caesars. That's not what I got. I got the cheesy. I got a cheese because I like the cheese pizza the last few times I went. I got cheese pizza pretzel crust with the cheese sauce. So there's no pepperoni, no pizza sauce. And I was in such a rush because I was so hungry to order it. Even though I ordered it like way ahead of time, like an hour ago. I forgot to order the crust to be stuffed. So like, what's even the fucking point then? Like, nice. Let's give this a gander here, and hopefully it is good looking. Ooh. You can't. It's not doing it justice from your perspective, but wow, this looks incredible. Almost forgot to fix some camera settings. My concern with it not being stuffed crust was also, aside from me liking it stuffed, was I thought it would be too thin and kind of rough, but this looks very plump. It looks like a good, well-baked pretzel you can't see, but this piece looks like the best one over here with the crust-wise. Oh, it looks good. It looks very good, very good, very good. I'll get you a better perspective of it here, but this looks fun. I really like that cheap, cheesy sauce. I like it. It's a different kind of thing here, and I love me some pretzels, so it's basically just a big pretzel stick and cheese, you know what I'm saying? I can't really make it look good with the lighting. It doesn't, the lighting is not allowing the yellowness of the cheese to shine through. It's very unfortunate. I even took a picture of it on my phone, just with the sole intent of trying to convey it. But even that's not going to show up in the camera. The camera just doesn't really want to show that yellow color. Maybe I'll have to like hype it up in the editing or something, but that's what we got. This looks very fun. I am like mildly concerned about how floppy or messy this could be. Wow, it's a very soft. That is a very soft bit of pizza right there. Very soft slice, very soft pull. Thumbnail, thumbnail. Did somebody say another thumbnail? I've never tried it without the pepperoni before. It's pretty good. is like perfect. They honestly did like a really good job. The crust specifically, like it is just a nice, good. It tastes like a pretzel bite, like a good pretzel breadstick, like a good like not like a crust as much. You know what I mean? And it kind of looks like, I mean, I can kind of see it's like the cheese kind of infuses into the crust to an extent. So it not being stuffed isn't the end of the world. It still has a bit of a cheesy taste to go with it. It's just good. This is such a good item. Good pizza, good item, good everything. Very nice. Oh, that's a good one right there. That looks good. You can really tell what it looks like right there. And it's like so well salted too. Like the salt just kind of mixes well with the cheese and whatnot. At some point it's kind of like this isn't even a pizza. It's kind of just something else entirely, but you know. I'm usually a little more hesitant with buying this kind of pizza, even though I love it a lot, like the pretzel pizza with the cheese sauce stuffed crust, because it is very iffy on whether the employees make it well. And at my Little Caesars at home and in college, which like were the ones I went to years ago when this first came out, the experience was very iffy, and I was able to get like a good one sometimes. And then like when I was in college, there was this girl that I was hanging with, and I got us one of the pizzas, like pepperoni and whatever stuffed crust on it with the cheese and pretzel crust and whatever. And they made it so bad. I don't know if it was how bad it was, or if it was like that they had did pizza sauce instead of cheese sauce. I forget specifically, but they did a bad job, and I was like, I'm trying to show off the good food to the girl, bruh. That was never gonna go anywhere anyway, but you know. And then at home, sometimes I would do it at my home Little Caesars, and they would just take like forever to get it done, because they just stall with the stuffed crust, if they even have the stuffed crust, because sometimes they will not have the cheese for it, and they will still leave it on the menu, and you will end up with a pizza with no stuffed crust, and they just won't take it off their menu or something. It's weird, but yeah, iffy experience, but that's just Little Caesars for you, I think. But this is a good one. Oh, come on. Thank you. Another. Look how thin, like, the middle of it. The middle of the pizza and the crust is so thin. It's got like no integrity to it. There's like no bite. It kind of just all peels together and kind of just melts in your mouth. do not have a extra one in here with me, but this is quite good. I really do enjoy this kind of a pizza as like a comfort food. Pretzel stuff in general. Anything that's got to do with pretzel bread and cheese is like a comfort food for me, big time. It's 67 degrees outside right now. I think it's gonna rain too. That would be quite cozy. I'm glad I didn't. Last night I was gonna eat when I got off stream because I was like really hungry, but I couldn't really find out what my appetite was for, so I kind of just ate a couple pieces of pepperoni and went to bed. And I woke up today with quite an appetite. Makes these videos like a lot more enjoyable when I'm in like the, you know, the far side of the spectrum of having an appetite. Not because I've never really done a video where I wasn't hungry. That's not what I'm saying. But when you've got like that desperation kind of hunger, you know what I mean? Like, because like Little Caesars, I think they opened at 11, and it was like 10:30 when I wanted to go, and I was just like losing my mind. Like, oh my god, I don't want to wait. 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 I want to go. I want to go. I want to eat the pizza right now. You know what I mean? It's a really good vibe set for the day for me to have one of my top comfort foods right when my appetite really needed it, etc., etc. Makes these videos much more enjoyable to make as well. This will be quite underwhelming because I only put it into the fridge like a little bit before I went to get the pizza. Very irresponsible of me to not have enough stash in the fridge. I was being lazy. Some good sizzling right there. Good sizzling. I want this super thick crust piece of this pizza right here. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. Look at how plump and thick it is compared to the rest. That is very nice. See, now I'm just stuck with like a big thick like pretzel bread, which is kind of nice. It's a good pretzel bread. Pretzel is good when it's not too crunchy, you know. It's thick. It's very thick, very, takes a while to chew. It's almost like I want to dip it into some cheese or something, you know? This makes me want some Auntie Anne's pretzels. Haven't had those in like years. I wish they had more like, I don't know what it would be like for you guys, but like, we don't have a lot of like standalone Auntie Anne's locations here. There's like one at the mall, and that's like it off the top of my head. They used to actually have two of them. They used to have two Auntie Anne's in the same mall. One would be upstairs on one side, and one would be downstairs on the other side. I thought that was so cool. I really did like, they had like sour cream and onion pretzels there. That was really good. I'd like to see an Auntie Anne's kind of rendition of a pizza like this. And this was, by the way, this is like a real quality pizza for like $8. I think this one's like $8.29, and then like if you get the stuffed crust, it's like $10 or $11, which is totally worth it as well. This is some quality craftsmanship for $8. Little Caesars is real as fuck for always being so cheap, to be honest. They're not as cheap as they used to be, but cheap enough, you know. I don't know when I started to like pretzel stuff so much, but like this pretzel crust, amazing. Pretzel stuff in general, like stuff like pretzel sticks that I buy at the store, which I don't really do anymore, like frozen ones. Amazing. Auntie Anne's pretzels, amazing. Like actual pretzel snacks are good with like the right stuff. I don't really like them on their own as much. It's not, I like to like flavor them up in that Chex Mix thing I always talk about. Pretzel stuff. There was another one I was just thinking of and I forgot it already. Gosh darn it. Oh, I went to Disney like 4 years ago. Like 4 years ago I went to Disney and I got a Mickey Mouse pretzel. And it is supposed to have sour cream and onion on it. And they gave it to me and I started analyzing it. And I was like, hey, that looks like mold. And then my mom was like, that's not mold, that's just a part of it. Because if you've ever seen a sour cream and onion pretzel, it's like white powder on it and some green, you know, whatever. Because like there's green stuff in the sour cream and onion. Like, I think, and you know, you ever look at the chips? And I was like, nope, that looks like mold. And she's like, no, it isn't. And then I went to another spot, and like, nope, that also kind of looks like mold. She's like, no, it isn't. And then I found a third spot that definitely looked like mold, and I was like, nope, that's definitely mold. And then she was like, okay, yeah, I waited in that long ass line for them to give me a moldy fucking pretzel. And obviously we went back, and you know, I should have raised my voice like, hey, yo, everyone get the fuck out of this line. They're serving you moldy fucking dog shit. Or I should have eaten it and like gone to the hospital, sued them, etc., etc. Oh. Fumbled bag. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Honestly, I could have done the entire thing if I really just kind of sat here for a little bit, but I don't want to do the whole thing. I want to save some for some other night. It is getting kind of cold too because it's just so thin. And if we know anything about the shitty cheese sauce in these, I don't think it's shitty, but it is shitty, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like high quality, but it's good. But if we know anything about that shitty cheese sauce, we know that shit gets cold very quickly. say it's like the type of pizza that you get like every time. Do you know what I mean? Like a regular pizza you can get every time, but this is like a bit of a special, different kind of delicacy type of delicacy. But you know, it's a different, different genre. It's a different taste palette. It's a different everything. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Which is why, you know, even though I claim that it's kind of my favorite kind of pizza, I don't get it that often. It's just kind of like a special kind of thing. It hits a different kind of. You also gotta be like in a certain mood for the saltiness of it. Because once you add salt into the mix, it's kind of like an entirely different kind of thing than a pizza. You know what I mean? It's not. You know, pizzas aren't normally salty. They can be like buttery and stuff like that, but not salty. It's a very different kind of objective, different task, different realm. Because the pretzel and the salt part definitely kind of takes over, especially when you don't have the pizza sauce involved. But it's like, that's like the main identity of it is the pretzel crust with the salt. That's like the main, like, that's where your brain will go to classify it as when you eat it. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.